a very, very good one. You can say that again.
Mohamed looks gentle. He looks gentle. Let me stop it there.
Okay.
That's all I will say. And of course, Tunde Koiki, Tunde, welcome to Sports Tonight as well.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Brazil crashed out today. Marathon penalty shootout.
Surprisingly, a lot of people have put their money on Brazil going all the way to the final. But
they've won it 3 times.
Yeah, it just shows you how fickle football can be and how quickly things can change. Where the favorites suddenly become history.
But they were favorites, but they came up against the defending champions.
Yeah, the defending country. Not the defending champions.
Okay.
Well, the reason I'm saying that is because, yes, Mexico is the defending, but in quotes, they're defending champions, but the under-17 boys who won that title
have moved on
to the under-20 national team. So
it's always going to be a difficult game, Brazil against Mexico. Yeah. All right, so people that were already been planning Nigeria-Brazil final, now you see that you need to take it one game at a time. One of the teams that people have, prepared for the dream final are on their way home. But we take it one game at a time. So the Eagles play Uruguay tomorrow. After that, we'll play Sweden. After that, just one game at a time. If we continue to win, then it could just be that Nigeria will win at this tournament once again. But it's still a long way off. We need to take out Uruguay tomorrow first, but I'm sure that the boys can do the job. Let's get this off on a very interactive note tonight by asking you to be a part of all that we're doing on Sports Tonight. I told you already, Amaju Pinnick is on his way here. He will join us later on. A lot to talk about around the state of football, domestic football in Delta, in Nigeria. So Amaju will be coming in later on. But we want you to be a part of all that we're doing. Mohammed is here from Kaduna. On Wednesday, we had Vincent Akimbami, Public Relations Officer of Rand Bees. Today we have Kaduna United. It's like we should. Kaduna is the place to be now. All right, so please be interactive with us tonight. Take advantage of what we have put on screen for you on Facebook. It's all showing there for you on your screen, as well as tweet us at those handles, and we will like to hear from you what you have to say to us about some of the issues we've raised already on Sports Tonight. All right. Let's quickly go to United Arab Emirates and bring you highlights. 2 quarterfinal games played today. Sweden and Honduras. Sweden nipping that one 2-1. And then the big one, Mexico, Brazil. Game went on and on and on and on and on until something happened and the Brazilian Mosquito lost his kick. What's in the name? He has done a dead blow to his team.
I don't know why everybody is so keen. At least his name is not Judas. His name
is Mosquito.
His name could have been Jesus. It could have been anything.
His name is Mosquito.
Why? I don't know why a lot of people are reading so many meanings into the fact that his name.
It's because mosquito bites are deadly. All right, let's bring you highlights of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup games played today. We'll come back, talk about it on Sports Tonight.
Something similar earlier in the tournament. Here's Velasquez. Velasquez won't give up the fight. Velasquez gets his reward for persistence. Brian Velasquez just would not give that up. Honduras lead this quarterfinal by a goal to nil. Engvall. Sitaku, a real chance for an equaliser. Erdal Rakip has brought it level. Here's Strandberg. Lurking in the middle is Berisha. Salatros can put in a good cross. Oh, it's absolutely magnificent. Oh, what a goal that is from Valmir Berisha. Absolutely brilliant. And the Swedes have come from behind to lead this quarter-final in Alain.
This time it's Rivas, the captain. Needs the final touch. Gets
It's the goal that Mexico have craved. It comes from a set piece. Brazil are undone, and Mexico can celebrate a second half breakthrough. They just failed to deal with the danger. Danilo. Well, they've got to step things up. They have absolutely no choice. Into a penalty area, congested, Nathan shot, and at the second time, the player moves on to 5 World Cup goals. He's been superb throughout this World Cup, and if the first one stays out, the second one was hit with power and conviction and precision. Brazil tied up at 1-1 with this latest Brazilian spot kick. Mosquito, it's saved, and suddenly the advantage is very much with Mexico. Keeper guessed the right way, Coutinho makes the save, and the 3 times world champions could be on their way out of this World Cup. The defending champions are Mexico. This is the moment that he has been waiting for. Mexico's number 9 scores to send them through to the last 4 in dramatic scenes in Dubai. What an extraordinary penalty shootout. And Brazil, one of the pre-tournament favourites, are out.
Well, that's how it ended for Brazil. 3-time champions at this level, tipped by everyone to get to the final, but they're falling by the wayside. And Mexico started the tournament on a very, very bad note, a 6-1 trouncing from Nigeria. Look at what they are already in the semi-finals and looking good to go all the way. But let's talk about it very quickly. Mohamed, that's football for you.
Anyway, when you look at
we're tipping Brazil to go all the way.
Yeah, the Brazilian team, I think this Brazilian team we're watching at the Under-17 World Cup is the typical Brazilian team. So full of flair, but are still yet to find that balance between defending and attacking. They are so attack conscious. You can look at
a lot of goals.
They score a lot of goals, but what the primary thing you have to do is you have to defend. But we all know that the philosophy of most Brazilian teams is simple. If you can score them 10, they'll be able to score 11. But nowadays, football have gone beyond that level. You have to find a way of finding the balance between defense and attack. That balance is what was lacking in this very team. They are too attack conscious. And when it comes to a penalty shootout, though they call it a game of lottery, but I still think that it has to be about the player, about the team that have the most calmness of nerves. On that very penalty, I think the Mexicans had nothing to lose, but the Brazilians had everything to lose. This Mexican team was a team that actually started on a very, very bad foot, while the Brazilian team started very, very well. So on that very contest, the Brazilians were more under pressure. You could sense it in the Brazilians that were under pressure. Twice they had the opportunity to actually kill this game. They couldn't kill it via the penalty shootout. And on the pitch of play again, the balance, because there was no synergy between how to defend and how to attack. So you could actually say that there was just something missing with this Brazilian team, but it's a typical Brazilian team. Attack, attack, attack.
Well, penalty shootout that went 11-10 is clearly down to luck.
It's down to luck.
I mean, the two teams were scoring.
And this is where I disagree with Mohamed, because from what he said, if anyone wasn't listening closely, they probably think maybe the game ended like 5-5 full time. It was just a soccer punch. Very poor attention.
They didn't defend
their lines. Yeah, very poor attention at the back post, especially during that set piece. The set piece itself was bad. It wasn't. I've seen better, but it was just that they switched off at the most.
But at the worst, the game into penalty shootout. There was no extra time.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. At that point in time, other teams would have dropped their head and just bowed out with a whimper. But this Brazilian team kept on going, packed to the hilt with talented individuals. There are even some players who surprisingly didn't make this competition, and that within the age limit. A lot of people were surprised, but even those that did come, they stepped up to the plate. Nathan, the playmaker, who got the equalizer for them, brilliant player. He will have a good future. The likes of Mosquito and the other players as well. Better luck next time. But when 11-10, it was always going to be who had the better nerves, like he said. And Brazil didn't have it this time around.
All right, let's take a look at the results of quarterfinal matches played today. We had 2 quarterfinal games played today. producing 2 winners who are now waiting to find out who their opponents will be in the semi-finals. We had Sweden. They came from a goal down.
Those powerful Swedes.